Hello, welcome once again to another SceneStop. That H&R block behind me at 1940 Lakewood Boulevard used to be a fantastic record store that everyone who, involved in punk, hardcore, especially in the 90s, but in the 80s and whatnot, and into the 2000s, I think, I'm not sure how far it went. Zed Records is what used to be where that H&R block is. And when I came into the parking lot today, I didn't remember if it was the nail salon or if it was this, but then I looked it up, I did some research. There's a lot of stuff online about this place, and there may have even, there was like another address for Zed Records, maybe there were two of them. I don't remember specifically. But the only Zed Records I remember ever going to, I believe, is this one that was right here. And the place was just a mecca. You would go. It's where I bought the Far Side 7-inch, where I got the State of the Nations record, where I got the Game Face 7-inch, where I got, trying to think, I want to say I got an Outspoken demo there. Big Frank, who worked there, who many thought owned the place because he was such a big presence there, gave my brother and I, I want to say either Alice in Chains promos or Alice in Chains demos. Bands played Zed Records. Fugazi played Zed Records. Rage Against the Machine played Zed Records. Just a terrific place. I remember being in there, wanting Big Frank to sign my band Ice. We recorded our songs on a boombox, came in, he played it throughout the store. It was just amazing. And I remember being in a band, and you would go in there and you would, we were having a tough time just practicing at this point. It was very early in the band's history, and you would just see all these new bands every week, new 7-inches, new records, and it inspired you to get stuff done. The fanzines, the ability, and the place was just filled with such characters. Josh Stanton, who would go on and play in 411, he originally played in Farside, he worked there. Drew Charleston, who would do Jester Records, he worked there. Caton of Hyrax fame, he worked there. And there's a really good documentary on YouTube about the band Carrie Nation. A lot of it is shot at Zeds, and it was just a wonderful place. I mean, seriously, just being here, just being in this parking lot, it brings back a lot of memory, a lot of memories. And then even as I was driving up, it still had the same look and the same feel. It's even being back here now, even though it's no longer here, even though Zed Records is gone, it's still amazing. And I'm going to take you over there. We'll kind of look inside. It looks nothing like how it used to look. Zed used to just be packed wall to wall with records, with fanzines, shirts, merchandise. And it was just the kind of thing that, it was a great place. It was either you went there or you went to Vinyl Solution. There were other places like Noise and whatnot, or Middle Earth and whatnot. And I'm sure that those were very important to everyone else. But for me, it was either Zed Records or Vinyl Solution. And yeah, it was cool having a record store that I could walk into where I knew people and they carried the music so specific to the scene that I was a part of. It just was awesome. So let's go over there and take a look at it. So yeah, that sign used to say Zed Records back in the day. It doesn't say that anymore. And now, yeah, the cash register was on this side. It's kind of hard to see. And then you had records all on this side, and now it's just an H&R block. And yeah, sorry that this isn't as good as it could be, but yeah, on the right hand side is where you had on the left hand side is where you had the cash register. There were records. On the right hand side there were records. In the middle there were records. In the very, very back there were records. It was just awesome, and it was really great getting to be able to come back here. And like I said, it may be gone and it may be an H&R block, but this will always be Zed Records to the people that came to 1940 Lakewood Boulevard. And then one thing that I forgot to mention as I'm leaving the parking lot is there's a place that was right next to Zed's. I think it was 2 shops over. It was the nail store, and then the liquor store, and then right next to it was a place called Hiccups. At least that's what it is in 2022. But back then, there was a delicious Mexican restaurant called El Cilantro, and it was just amazing. And Yeah, you could do a whole documentary just on that place.